Tuesday morning, 3 weeks before my company was set to close a $400 million government contract, the HR director walked into my office with a security guard in a cardboard box. She told me my position had been eliminated. Performance. She smiled when she said it. 11 years at Crestwind Aerospace, senior safety engineer. I packed a coffee mug and a stapler I'd never liked. What she didn't know was that for 2 years I had been blind copying every safety report to a personal Gmail, 217 of them, and the Inspector General's office was already 2 months into investigating her boss, the man she was sleeping with. 11 years earlier, I joined the structures team on the K-7 program. Wing spar brackets, subassembly fatigue thresholds, the kind of math nobody thinks about until a plane lands wrong. My spouse, Jules, is a public defender. Years before any of this, Jules taught me one piece of professional advice: always BCC yourself. Not because you don't trust people, because paper trails outlive memory. March 2024, I wrote my first formal report on a K-7 wing spar bracket. Fatigue threshold was off. Ticket closed in 41 hours. Resolved. No engineering review, no remediation entry. I filed a follow-up. That one closed in 48. By the 5th report, I had a private theory. The filing system wasn't broken. It was working as designed. Marcus Yee, my QA peer, filed 2 of his own, stonewalled the same way. Marcus took the buyout. Every safety escalation at Crestwind routed through HR before engineering review, which meant every K-7 escalation crossed one desk. Tessa Voss, Vice President, Human Resources, 38, wore a small gold pendant the company didn't pay for, called everyone sweetheart in performance reviews, smiled when she delivered bad news. I kept BCCing, 217 and counting. I told myself I wasn't building a case. I just didn't trust the filing system.
October 2025, a Saturday. Jules went out for groceries. I built a pivot table of every report I'd BCC'd to myself, by program code, by closure latency. The numbers came up clean. Reports tied to the K-7 program closed in under 72 hours, average, everyone. Reports unrelated to K-7 closed in 31 days, average, everyone. Same compliance tracker, same HR partner. 2 completely different systems. Then I did the thing I'd been avoiding. I had structural sign-off CC rights on traveling executives' compliance receipts. I pulled 11 months of expense reports. Voss, Rife. Same hotels. Phoenix, Geneva, Norfolk, Tampa. 6 trips. Same nights. Adjacent rooms in 3 of them. I sat at my kitchen table and said it out loud. It wasn't incompetence. It was protection. The CEO, Daniel Rife, ex-Navy, the man who opened every all-hands talking about the integrity of the engineer's signature. Every K-7 report had to die in 72 hours, not because of the contract, because of his bonus. The bonus was tied to the contract closing on schedule. The bonus underwrote the affair. The affair was Tessa Voss. And Tessa Voss decided which of my reports lived. Every resolved in 72 hours stamp was a love note. I had been signing safety reports into someone else's affair for 14 months. Jules came home with the groceries. Didn't ask. Just poured the second glass. January 2026. I wrote the complaint at the same kitchen table. I didn't tell Jules. I didn't tell Marcus. The Department of Defense Inspector General accepts anonymous tips on contractor safety suppression. I uploaded 217 BCC'd reports. The pivot table. The expense overlap. Submit. They assigned Senior Compliance Counsel, Beatrice Quintero. 2 months passed in silence. Inside the building, Tessa Voss was already drafting a performance improvement plan in my HR file, backdated 6 months. Witness statements from managers who'd never supervised me. They thought they were firing me.
They were firing the witness. The trial had already started.
Tuesday, May 5th, 2026, 9:47 a.m. Hyatt Regency. The contract signing event. 3 Department of Defense contracting officers in the front row. 2 Cresswind board members. A trade reporter from Aviation Weekly. Daniel Rife at the podium, talking about the integrity of the engineer's signature. Tessa Voss in the second row, gold pendant catching the spotlight. I was not in the room. I was at home, hands flat on the kitchen counter, trade press live stream open on my laptop. The process server walked in first. Civil paper, wrongful termination. He handed it to Rife at the podium. Rife smiled thinly, assumed it was personal, maybe his wife. He gestured to security. He kept smiling for 9 more seconds. Then the Inspector General agents walked through the front door. 2 of them, federal jackets, visible. Tessa Voss saw the second envelope before Rife did. She recognized the IG seal. Her face drained. She looked for the exit before she looked at the man she was sleeping with. Beatrice Quintero crossed the lobby and stopped in front of the lead contracting officer. 6 words. You're going to want to delay your signature. The contracting officer stood up, walked out without speaking to Rife. The trade reporter started recording. Voss tried the kitchen exit. Cresswind's outside counsel had already called hotel security. They were waiting for her. At my kitchen counter, I did not smile. I just took my hands off the granite. The Department of Defense pulled the $400 million contract within 48 hours. Cresswind entered 90-day federal compliance probation. Daniel Rife resigned May 16th. 11 days. His wife filed for divorce 9 days later, citing dissipation of marital assets. Her counsel used the same hotel records I had compiled in October. Tessa Voss resigned the same week. The criminal referral on safety report suppression remains open. The wrongful termination suit settled in August for $14 million. 3 months after the strike, a competitor hired me. Director of Safety Engineering. Twice my old salary. I brought the BCC habit with me.
New desk is on the 8th floor. There's a window. The first email I composed there was about a sub-assembly tolerance question on a different program. Habit, older than most marriages. My cursor drifted, by reflex, to the BCC field. I typed my own personal address. I pressed send. I didn't want them ruined. I wanted the planes safe. Cresswind made it the same thing.